With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Okay, so the given question here we have is if m belongs to -1 to 0 interval, okay, then we have to prove that the equation sine having the power of 4x plus m+1 sine square x plus m equals to 0 is satisfied by all real values of what? X. Okay, so first of all I can say that here, this is what my solution part. Right guys, this is my solution part. So it says that my m basically belongs to what? M belongs to -1 to 0. Right, so in that case I can say that one thing, this minus of, so my minus of m value will belongs from interval. Exactly, you guys know it very well. This will belongs from now 0 to 1. Right, this will belong from 0 to what? 1. Okay, in this square brackets. So now it says that I have to find we have to basically prove that the equation of this equation is basically satisfied for all real values of what? X. Okay, so I can say that now. What is the given equation first of all in the question? My given equation will be sine having the power of what? 4x, right? Plus of what? Plus of m plus 1 having the power of what? Sine square x, this one, sine square x, and plus of what? M equals to 0. Okay, so in that case I can write here this one is what? Sine square x whole square. Okay, plus of what? Plus of m plus 1. Here I have what? Sine square x, and plus of what? M equals to 0. Now you guys can clearly see that this is a quadratic equation in the form of what? Sine square x. And first of all, before solving this quadratic equation, we know that sine square x value varies from what? My sine square x value, basically my sine square x value belongs from 0 to what? 1. We know it very well. Okay, and also we can say that if my sine square x value belongs to 0 for 1, so here for all real values of what? X. Here, so in that case this will become what now? So this equation will basically become sine square x. If I have to solve this equation, quadratic equation, what are the roots of this equation? Whenever equation is in the form of a, just let me correct it, this one, a should be ax square. So my ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So its roots will be equals to, basically roots will be minus of b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac, and divide by what? Divide by 2 times of a. Okay, so this equation here will become what? This equation here will be sine square x, okay, equals to, what is a here? Sorry, b here, constant. So b is what? Coefficient of this term, which is m plus 1. So minus of m plus 1, okay, and plus minus of what? Plus minus of under root of b square. So b square will be what? M plus 1 whole square. So m plus 1 whole square minus of 4, a is what? 1, and c is what? M. So this will be 4, 1, and this is what? M here I have. So this is all part under root, and here divide by 2 times of a is what? 1. So this will be 2 times of 1 here I have. So this will become what now? This will become minus of m plus 1, or I can write here directly minus of m plus 1. Okay, plus minus of what? Under root part we have to solve out. So this will become what? This will become m square. Okay, m square plus 2m, right? And this will be what? Plus of 1 and minus of what? 4m. Okay, divided by what? 2. So this will become what now? This will remain same as it is for now. Minus of m plus 1. Okay, plus minus of what? This will become, okay, 2m and 4m will be what? M square minus of 2m now, and plus of what? 1. Sorry, this should not be plus of 1, exactly, this is a plus of 1. So after this I can say that now this formula, or this within the square root part, can be done as what? This can be done as m minus 1 whole square entity, right? So this will become minus of m plus 1, okay guys, plus minus of what? Under root of m minus 1 whole square. This is what? M minus 1 whole square within the square root, divided by 2. Now this m minus 1 will become what? This will become minus of m plus 1, okay, plus minus of m minus 1, right? We are receiving the value here, and divide by what? 2. This is the solution for this sine square x, right? So in that case now I have two possible values for sine square x. My sine square x value, first one will be what? Minus of m plus 1, okay, plus of, this is a positive value, plus of what? M minus 1. M minus 1 here I have divided by what? 2, and I have sine square x equals to what? Minus of m plus 1, right? This minus here, minus of what? M minus 1, divided by what? 2. So first we will find this value here. So this value will be what? So this value guys will become, okay, so if I open the bracket here, this will become minus m, minus of m, right? So minus of m, and what? Minus of 1, and then plus of m, minus of 1, divided by what? 2. So this is equals to what? This is basically equals to m, cancel out, we are left with minus of 2. So minus of 2 by 2, which is equals to minus of 1. And we know that sine square x can never be a value which is in terms of negative. That is because there is a square, so I can say that this value can never exist. So now what I'll do, I'll find this part, RHS part, or this other solution is what? So this will become what? Now this will become minus of m, sorry, this should be a minus of 1, right? Because we are opening the brackets. So this will become minus of 1. Now this will be what? Minus of m and plus of 1, right? Divide by what? 2. So this is what equals to, this will become 1 cancel out. So we are left the value is what? Minus of 2m by 2, So this value we are receiving is what? Minus of m. Sine square x is what? Equals to minus of what? M. And here we know that where minus m belongs to. Minus m belongs from here 0 to 1 interval, right? So clearly I can say that my sine square x, right, will belongs to what? Will basically belongs to 0 to 1 interval, as this is equals to what? M. So this is what we have to prove, right? Because we already know the sine square value. Sine square x value belongs from 0 to 1 interval, right? So here this is what we can prove for all x values. Okay, so hence we can say that hence proved. So we just prove the statement here. Okay.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.